Clap. Yo. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of KJ Confidential.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I am your host, KJ.
And I am your co-host, Andrew.
Well, Mr. Andrew, welcome to KJ Confidential permanently.
Thank you. I done made myself official, done got me a little desk and everything. You know, I'm ready.
Okay. You ain't make yourself too official just yet because you ain't signed your contract yet. So when you sign your contract, then you make yourself really official.
Oh, so we doing petty stuff already. They were all right, okay. First day on the job and you already made being a bully. Look at that.
Yo, that was so shady.
Extra shady. You are shady for that.
I would say it's a long one though, so I understand. It ain't just a page paper. No, I done put some stuff in there, so you gotta read it.
You know, because I'm being a business lawyer, I can't be just skipping over my own contract.
Exactly.
What does that look like?
And that goes for anybody out there. If y'all are out there hustling and doing your due, getting businesses, or doing OnlyFans or whatever have you, because they got clauses too that you can read too, the agreements and terms and stuff. Those are contracts too as well.
The shade.
That was very
shade.
But read your stuff. Read your stuff because you could get caught up, and you don't want to get caught up. Because if you get caught up, baby, all I'm gonna give you is a Band-Aid. That's it, and I'm gonna walk away.
Get caught down.
But you gotta stay tuned because we really got a hot episode for y'all today. Okay. Sorry, I'm really excited. But keep it locked and loaded right here, guys. And we will be right back after these short messages. Claps. Yo.
Welcome back to KJ Confidential. I'm glad y'all came back. So our first hot topic for today is gonna be the second wave of coronavirus. Can y'all believe there's a second wave? We didn't learn our lesson the first time.
No,
we got a second wave. And there's new cases on it, of course, but there's 55,000 new cases. How hard is it to wash your hands? Why do you have so many cases?
Well, how hard is it for you to stay inside? Even if you're outside, but the problem is.
But that don't got nothing to do with washing your hands. You can be in the house and not wash your hands, and then you still sit. So how hard is it to wash your hands?
Well, do you wash your hands, friend?
Yes, hell yes. Especially if I'm ever around you.
Djibouti. First of all. Don't play with me, okay?
I'm just saying. It's the truth.
Okay?
Listen. Don't pretend like you're not a walking germ, okay? You just, look at you. Just look at you.
I wash my hands a lot, and I sanitize my hands a lot, only because, I don't like to get sick, okay? I don't like hospitals.
I don't like germs. I don't do germs.
Like, I get mad when I'm sneezing out in the air. I'm like, if you don't cover your damn mouth. Yes.
And be digging in their nose and stuff.
Yes, and then coughing and not covering their mouth. I'm like, you can use elbow or something. Like, come on.
Yes.
But get a load at this though. Let me give y'all some tea. The 7 top states with the most cases, and it's crazy because some of these states you're just like, wait, what? Look, can't make this up. Arizona, Arkansas, California, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and where they say everything is big, Texas.
So big you can't wash your hands, huh? Well,
Listen, family and friends and concubines and all the bots and whores and pit bops and everybody else out there. in order for us to move forward, we gotta comply, okay? You need to be washing your hands. You need to be really taking care of yourself. Wear your mask in public. Like, I be seeing y'all going to parties and stuff, just hip-hopping and stotching away, talking about some, ooh, no mask on your face. I done seen fights and stuff break out. No mask.
That's true.
Like,
that's true. And then you still get your ass whooped on top of that. So you got corona and the black eye. You look a mess. You look a real big mess. Okay, that's not a good combination. How you got a black eye and coronavirus?
I am
like, I don't know which one beat you up worse, the corona or that ass whooping. I just don't know. Okay, maybe it was a combination, 2 for 1.
I'm screaming. But y'all really need to take this corona very serious. Like, I don't go out of my house unless I really have to. I eat food shopping, any necessities and stuff. I have not been out partying or anything like that. I stay my little black butt inside the house.
Because it's ridiculous. It's
right.
Just like Corona is over here slapping people dead. And if you don't want to be in line in right around them heavenly gates, you might want to just wash your hands. Okay, just wash your hands. You just rub them together with some soap in the middle, and you douse them in water.
Wash your hands.
That's it.
Like, be aware of your surroundings. Wear your stinking mask, okay?
Yes, and stop touching everything.
Right.
There be germs on everything. Stop touching everything. Like, everything don't need to be touched.
Like, it don't touch. Not at all.
You know, like, which I get. Okay, so level the playing field. I understand that this is a whole brand new different time. Because this is brand new to us. You can't touch nothing really, because you don't know where coronavirus is. I get that it's a little bit of a change, but change is inevitable. So since it's here, you might as well get used to it and adapt.
You better preach. You better speak on it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So here we go, and wash them hands.
All right, y'all. We'll be back right after these messages. Oh,
clap. Yo.
Welcome back to KJ Confidential.
Welcome back.
All right, so our next hot topic, my mouth has just been. I have been gagging.
Lord.
I've been
This
gagging.
is some tea for real.
Right. I have been gagging at this topic. So recently, Mr. August Fine Alsina himself has came out with we're gonna get back. Anyway, he came out with an interview basically saying that him and Jada Pinkett Smith had some relations, allegedly. Now, if you guys remember, something was said about their relationship a while back. Well, at least.
Oh wait, let's pay attention to the fact of the relationship. Is there a ring involved?
No, it's not a relationship like that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. A while back, there was speculation that there was something going on, but he came to the Red Table Talk and they addressed it and everything. Basically, it's always been a strictly platonic friendship with the Smith family because they basically helped him get back on his feet. Because I don't know if you follow August Alsina's career or anything like that, but he was definitely very, very strung out on drugs. He collapsed. He was on stage. And
I remember that
woman and basically fell off the stage and everything. So after that, the Smith family kind of, nurtured him back to health and got him back on his feet and everything. And so nobody else thought anything of it. We just thought that he was just a great friend of the family, like a not blood cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like from the Will Smith show, Jazzy J.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, August is saying that they have relations and that he asked Will for his blessing.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Now, this is what August said. However, Will Smith put out a statement and said he never talked or gave permission to August Alsina for any blessing with a relationship with his wife. And then Jada didn't come out and say anything. Her rep came out and said something and denied all of the accusations. But then Jada was like, she needs some healing, so she's bringing herself to the Red Table Talk. So there's an episode airing with Jada talking about the issue. Now, I want to know, Gaga.
Oh, that's going to be some tea. What day is this airing? One more time for the public.
I actually don't know when this is airing. She just put it out. I need to actually, let me see something. Let me see if I can get on the Red Table Talk Facebook. Let me see if they got a date up there yet. Let's see for the people. Let's see, because baby girl.
That's messy. That's messy.
Listen, I'm not even going to lie.
That's mess.
If this is true, is it bad that I'm kind of hoping that all of them were involved together?
Because you, like I just said, that's messy. Like I just said, messy. That's a whole lot of mess. But let's just, I am a little bit curious though.
And Jada are very attractive people. All three of them are very sexy.
And a couple of them photos, them hands were kind of low.
You know what?
For friends,
You know what?
I'm just saying, and Queen Latifah, dropped that little side eye.
Ooh. Listen.
You know that face.
Oh,
that face that they have in the streets when they give somebody that certain look like, yeah, y'all fucking. Y'all been fucking for a minute.
Right. So it's not saying anything about, when the episode airs on the Red Table Talk. However, I'm going to keep track of it, okay? And I hope it airs by next Friday. So that way we could talk about this on next Friday's episode.
Yes, especially after what's said. Because I want to know. I'm inquiring. I'm not trying to be nosy, though. I'm not trying to be nosy. But I'm just saying, if you're going to put it all out there.
I'm trying to be nosy. Period. I'm trying to be nosy. And I want to know if they had a threesome together. Because, baby girl, if they did, listen. Let's make it a foursome. Okay? Call me. Okay? Call me. Actually, email me because my email is online. It's easy to find my email. I don't.
If they had a threesome, like I don't know what I don't know. Like, wow.
Listen, I would love to be a fly on that wall.
Oh my God! I don't know. Wow. Wait a minute, because, okay, I love Will Smith. I love Will Smith. I look up to Will Smith because when I was growing up, Will Smith was very popular,
Wait,
So,
hold on.
And he was doing a whole lot of things.
I have a question.
You're about to be rude.
You're like 65, so Will Smith was around when you was growing up?
First of all, like this gnat that flew around, you bugging. No. I was born in 89. Don't try me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what? We was the last of the greats, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay? Because
me.
An artifact. The only thing that's an artifact is on top of your head, SpongeBob.
Oh, wow. It's definitely coming out of you.
I mean, I'm just saying. You the black version of SpongeBob. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Continue. Carry on.
I'm just saying. You came for me. I came for you. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway. No. I really like Will Smith. I liked his music. I liked the fact that he was acting and he was all his speeches and stuff. He was very influential, you know what I'm saying, and very positive. He's still very, very positive. And I liked his energy. And I was like, I want to be like that. That's my goal. You know, and he had the family, you know what I'm saying? The beautiful wife and the kids and all the other stuff. You got a nice little family and stuff, you know? Something to look at, you know? Like, okay, I can do that too. So if this is for real,
Oh, what you saying? That you're gonna look at him in a negative way?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just gonna be looking.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that. Okay, we got the first time.
I'm just saying.
All right.
We
So our
had
next
that other
hot topic. We're gonna wait for this damn red table talk about. So in other news.
Yes.
Our next and final hot topic, guys, because we do have a good episode for you guys, and I really want to dive into it. Our hot topics are a little short today. But our next and final hot topic, bitches, if you know who Noah's Ark is, you know what's up.
Yes. I love that movie. Yes.
I love the show. I love the movie. Okay, so let me give you guys a little backstory on Noah's Ark with a C, not a
Do the rundown.
Okay, so this show was created by Patrick Ian Polk, and it circled around a group of friends who, you know, were living like everyday gay life as Black gay men in Los Angeles. And so at the time that it came out, literally there was nothing on TV that stood out for Black gay men. This show cultivated so many doors and so many pathways for so many other opportunities for gay Black men. And I am so blessed and so honored to have actually seen the show, seen the movie, and really get an idea of, like literally, today's time, you just see a bunch of fighting and all the gays just going crazy on TV and
you
stuff.
know,
right?
And you don't get a plethora of them or nothing. They all just the same, like robotic little girly man that run around.
Right.
Not everybody's like that.
Exactly. Not all Black gay men are like that. And so I loved how it broke down stereotypes. But they did each individually had their own like agendas. Like Ricky, he was the whore of the group.
Yes.
I like
but he was fun.
The whore of the group too, Andrew.
Excuse me? Pause and refrain. What? Hell no. No, I'm very loyal. I'm a loyalist. I'm very loyal.
No, he is very loyal. He has a man. Okay.
Yes, I'm taking. Thank you very much. I'm taking.
But there was Ricky, who was the whore of the group. There was Alex, who was the mama bear of the group, and the HIV, tester. I don't know exactly what you call
it. He was like a nurse.
Yes. Yes. And so, and then there was Chance, who was the professor. And then there was...
he was smart, too. Yeah.
Oh, and who could ever forget Noah? Who was the writer?
I loved Noah.
And then, of course, his man, Wade, who was also a writer. Listen, they all broke down different barriers. It showed a lot of positivity with Black gay men, and I love it. Yes. Coming back with let me read this correctly because I want y'all to know the no. And know the no.
Y'all gotta watch the show.
First of all, exactly.
And
before
the movies,
Sunday,
so you can catch up.
Watch the show and the movies.
Yes.
So you can see.
So you can catch up.
Exactly. So, it's been 12 years since it's been off air, and so they are coming back with their 15th anniversary special. Excuse me. Yes, it's been 12 years since it's been off air.
That's a long time, too.
So the actors that play the roles is Daryl Stevens. I don't know which way he pronounces it. Jensen Atwood, Rodney Chester, Doug Spearman, and Christian Vincent. And the reunion title is going to be called Noah's Ark: The Rona Chronicles. Okay. Rona. Okay, Miss Rona?
They're petty for that. They're real petty for that.
Yes. So it's a scripted episode, and it's gonna be followed by a live Q&A with Queer Eyes Karimo Brown.
Oh, the shit. What? Really? All of that though?
Carrying
all
on.
Of that?
So the first 2 seasons aired on Logo. It followed, their everyday lives and how, Noah and Wade fell in love. But then Noah cheated.
See, you didn't have to tell all of that. Didn't we just wait a minute?
Well, then Chance's man cheated too. Chance's man cheated on him with a thug. He
said, yeah.
Thug dick.
And then on top of that, we're not gonna talk about Mama Bear.
Oh, and then
and the relationship.
Oh my, that was a mess.
And that was a big mess. And
then he left to go to Africa for like a year or something, right?
Yes, and they were FaceTiming through the little and they was trying to do the little was it video sex thing, whatever, I remember that because he threw his leg up and everything. I remember that.
And then Wade got a new man, and then Wade cheated on his man with Noah. And then they got in a car accident. Then that started the movie. So the movie, we're just spilling all the tea, ain't we?
The whole entire thing. Okay.
Listen, we give y'all all the
but we're gonna leave that part. We're gonna leave that. All right.
I mean, y'all can watch the movie.
It was a mess.
The movie's like
a mess.
It's like 2 hours tops.
That's a while though. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's really good. But that's a while. You're gonna need some extra popcorn. And maybe some wine.
So I have a question, friend. So tell me, how did the show really impact your life as a Black gay man?
It showed me that it was okay to be different because I'm not feminine, but I'm not overly masculine. I'm in the middle. And how they portrayed them was a plethora of different variety of people, like you said earlier. But also there were people like me who weren't like, I don't have to throw on a purse and a pair of heels just to announce that I'm gay. I can be who I am without doing any of that because that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I can be completely who I am. I don't have to like be all popping gums and acting extra every 10 seconds.
Wait just one damn minute now. Hold on 1 second. Wait on. Hold on. Because I feel like thou is coming for me and I didn't send for you. So I need to reroute your GPS.
What are you talking about?
Because as he's stating that, I think it's more so I get very animated because, I am not, when I'm around people and I'm in my element, as in hosting or acting or directing or I'm in the zone. I'm like, you know what, let me pick up different characters and do what I do, But and I can be a little eccentric and it can be overwhelming. And sometimes it can come off as being femme. I mean, I remember playing this like very, very extremely eccentric gay character in acting school. And I was just like, it bothered me a little bit because I was just like, not all gay men are like this, but everybody loves the character. But I like to think that I fall in the in-between category as well. But you tried it though, bitch.
I didn't try nothing. But no, seriously, on a serious note, for gay people, you see a lot of the same thing. Like I was saying earlier with the whole robotic, extra feminine, gotta be the loudest, the extras, just has to steal the whole entire scene all the damn time, And it was just to finally see somebody who looked like me and is actually gay, just like me.
I like that.
And is comfortable with it. It was to finally see me on a screen. Like I could finally relate to somebody and be like, okay, I see, I understand your character because your character is similar to me.
I like
which is the joy of watching TV in the first place, ain't it?
That's true. I think for me, it spoke volumes to me because growing up, I grew up in the Church of God in Christ, KjK, for anybody who knows. Um, and I don't know, we were always at church. And so in my head, we would read the Bible and all that stuff, and they would always be like, being gay is a sin and you're going to hell. Like, it was just always so weird bringing up the topic. And at the time, I didn't know what I was going through in my life. I was like, I don't know what I am. And then what made it worse was because I was an ordained minister. So that made it even worse, because I was just like, I don't know. I don't want people to think that I'm being false, because I'm not. Because I do love God. And I have gotten saved. And I still steer my life around God. But it's still a conflicting thing where the church is like, being gay is a sin and you're going to hell. But then on the other hand, God didn't say he was damning gay people to hell. And so the show, for me, it showed that if, this is a big if my family didn't accept me, and if my so-called friends from high school, whatever have you, if I came out the closet, if they didn't want to be around me, that I will be okay, because I will have a group of friends that will steer me in the right way. And that's one of the main reasons why I decided to go into the Army, because I was just like, I want friends that I could call my friends for life. And with you, I did that. I could call you my friend for life. Y'all, we met like the first week that I got to my duty station. Under the circumstances that we met, it was kind of funny, but
it was really embarrassing, but also funny. Because how we met, just to give y'all a backstory, okay? Because the people need to know anyway. So me and KJ met in the Army. At the time, he was talking to somebody. And I was best friends with the person that he was talking to. So one day, my best friend was saying, hey, I got this guy I want you to meet that I'm talking to. Man, he's cute, he's fine, and blah, blah, blah. He was saying all this stuff. So I was like, okay,
cue the eyebrow.
So obviously they're not on talking terms anymore. But anyway.
A fake bitch when you see one, okay? Continue, though.
Okay. So, counselor. Anyway. I was in the car with him or whatever, because he was supposed to pick you up. But he wound up picking you up first.
Yes.
And then
ambushed me
because I was wondering where he was, and he was like, "Yeah, I went to go pick him up first. I went to pick up KJ first," and I was like, "Okay, this KJ person, all right, well, whatever. But are you coming to get me, or are we going to ride out somewhere? What are we doing?" And he was like, "Just be ready." So he shows up. I get downstairs, hop in the car, and the next thing I know, I look over from buckling my seatbelt, and I see this short dude in the front of the car, and I'm like, who the fuck is this little short motherfucker up here?
Oh.
Who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm expecting how he described you, I was expecting some like tall dude.
I mean, I do give off that persona,
and,
my attitude,
and fine and stuff, and all of this. Just how he described you, you was just this little cute, tall dude or whatever that he was talking to. So I was like, okay, all right. And
hold on, push pause. Now, guys, before he got in the car, I did not know that he was coming. The guy ambushed us. He ambushed us. I did not know that I was meeting because at that time, Andrew was his best friend. So I did not know that I was meeting him at all. Didn't know that. So when I get in the car, he gives me this backstory about this other guy whom I've met. And, we hung out, whatever have you. And that was Andrew's boyfriend. Now, what behooved me is, How did you know that?
That.
How did you know that me and this guy was even involved with one another? Ooh, you was a messy little queen. Messy. Messy.
And to add salt to the wound, that boy that I was dating at that time, we were supposed to be exclusive, meaning just me and him and all this extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had got a text message from my best friend saying, you need to check your boyfriend because he's on the sites. And I was like, what is you talking about? He sends me pictures of his bathroom. Mind you, I've been to his house, so I know what his bathroom looks like. And this is his bathroom. And you're still on the site, but you're supposed to have a boyfriend. And we didn't talk about nothing. We didn't talk about anything. I never knew about it. I was just getting text messages about it.
Now, the site I'm talking about is the slot machines. It's called Grindr, the Jacked, the Tinder, those sites. Mm-hmm. Continue.
Yes. And so at this point, I'm starting to question, but I'm a loyal kind of person. So I didn't just run out there and go cheat or come at him all crazy and stuff. I asked him about it. And he said that none of that was true. Mm-hmm. He said, I don't know where you're getting at, but none of that is true. Like, I deleted it. I can show you on my phone. Because I'm a person who does like evidence, because if you're going to deny something, okay, cool. But show me some facts, because I'm factual. You know, and if you're not coming with facts, then
person that, oh baby, I keep evidence and receipts on everything. I screenshot everything. I'm Detective KJ. You can never hide anything from me. I find out. So I
don't do all of that.
I still had all of the information. I still had all the pictures. I still had all of the text messages and stuff. Not that I'm that petty, but I just don't like I'm the type of person, don't assume that I'm lying, because I could come with the facts if you want me to.
So to get to the juicy part of the story, because we're gonna have to take a sip on it.
And speed the story along, because baby, you were going slow.
I told you it takes me a while to explain things because I'm passionate. But anyway, long story short, my boyfriend was messing around with KJ. Well, he was trying to. He was trying to mess around with KJ. Correction.
Oh no, play. He tried to call me a whore.
He was texting KJ the whole entire time while we were dating. And when I met KJ, we were all out to dinner. Me, you, and the friend. And the friend was being messy at that point because he was like, yeah, friend, how's your boyfriend and all this other stuff. And I was yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're good or whatever. And then he goes ahead and tells KJ, oh, KJ, so you'll never guess who his boyfriend is. And proceeds to tell him who my boyfriend was. And KJ was like and when he looked at me, I looked at him like, are you for real?
And I was
like, that's how.
So messy.
It was crazy. It was completely crazy because after that, he had to show me because like he said, he keeps receipts. So he showed me all the text messages. Because mind you, after this, I went home and I decided to go ahead and confront him about it. Mm-hmm. And I went to his house and asked him about the text message. I said, well, did you tell KJ that you were coming out of the shower, that you were about to take a bath or take a shower or whatever? And wasn't it like something like, did you want to see him naked or something like that?
Oh, I've seen him naked several times.
If I remember correctly, because mind you, I got past all of this. I got way past all of this, you know, because you got to heal from things. But anyway,
definitely.
But anyway, he was like, no, I never told KJ that he want to see me naked. That's a lie. He told me that he was going to take a bath and if I wanted to see him naked.
Now,
and
I was in the barracks. Anybody that knows about the barracks, that's the army life, army style. I say okay? I had a stand-up shower. Who was taking a bath?
What you mean we had a stand-up shower because everyone had the same one.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same one, same color, same everything. Anyway, uniform.
Period.
So he was beating around the bush with it, and I got upset because I was like, okay, evidence is telling me one thing, and you done told me KJ said something, but you can't show me anything to prove that KJ said anything. So I can only go by what I've seen, and the evidence points to you. So you're lying. Okay. And how I do things is I like to play stupid. I like to play stupid so I can catch you in your own bullshit. And he wound up lying again because KJ wasn't the only one. Neither was I, just to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, yeah, we broke the fuck up, and yeah. Call block, denied, counseling, and moved on. And now we're here because I got a better man. Thank you.
Yes. And since that day, we have been friends ever since.
Yes. We've been best friends ever since. And that was almost 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was almost 10 years ago.
Oh, God,
Ooh.
Ooh, wee, child.
Woo.
Back over my life. I'm just saying. All right, guys.
I'm ready for that.
That did get a little bit off topic, but it was still kind of in the brotherly love thing that I was talking about with Noah's Ark. And I really can't wait for this reunion. It airs Sunday, the day that we drop this episode. So y'all better go and watch it because we're going to talk about it on Friday, on Friday when we record it. Okay? So
and you need to know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
You can't be without the know.
You got to be in the know, if you know what I mean.
Hello.
All right. And on that note, we'll be right back after these messages, party people. Oh,
Clap. Yo.
Welcome back. He tried it.
I did, though, guys. I did.
Welcome back. Our next segment is our favorite segment. It's called Relationship Advice.
Yes, my unsolicited advice. Oh,
yes. Meaning we don't want it. But anyway.
You tried it, bitch.
Who?
Sorry, that was so rude.
Yes. You be disrespectful to your mama like that. You don't talk to your dad.
I would never talk to my mother like that. My mother would slap the piss out of me.
So KJ, speaking of which, let me ask you, would you stay with your partner if he cheated on you?
Oh. Okay, so I'm 50-50 with this. It depends on the severity of the situation because I have stayed with several partners who have cheated on me. But it depends on...
Oh, I know.
You know what? Okay, but I tell people all the time, when you've had enough, you've had enough. Like, you could talk to your best friends, you could talk to your mother, you could talk to your father, all you want to, all day long. However, only you know when you're over and done with the situation. I'm not saying that cheating is okay. I'm not saying that at all because I'm not condoning any open relationships or any cheating. Because I look crazy, don't I? And
you look insane.
Let me give you an intake.
Insane.
And I'm a Capricorn. So anybody that knows about a Capricorn know that we are crazy and we're probably a little bit insane, insane in the membrane, whatever have you. So don't cheat on me. But
oh my Lord.
I just think that if you cheat on someone and you know for a fact that it wasn't anything, it was no meaning to it, then I feel like you guys can move on. You can get some counseling and work on mending your relationship and find out what went wrong. Because people feel like somebody that cheats is all their fault. While, yes, cheating is their fault, there is a reason behind cheating. There's
Hello.
a relationship that they're lacking, that you're not giving to them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the cheating that I feel like is wrong. Baby, if you premeditated on that cheating, if you clocked your cheat, if your cheating ass clocked your move, oh baby, the relationship is over and done with. You sayonara out. That's because you plotted your infidelity. You plotted your infidelity. You knew that you was going to cheat. So okay, so that's why I say it's always two different types of cheaters. There's a cheater who it fell into that. Like it wasn't something that meant to happen. It wasn't something that you were seeking. It wasn't something that you needed. But there's still something that is missing in the relationship that made you feel comfortable with that person to even take it that far anyway. But you other motherfuckers, the ones that block it, you know what you're doing. You are a habitual cheater. You know a habitual liar. You're a habitual cheater. So I feel like you can. It's 50-50. So would I stay with somebody that has cheated? I have. And will I do it now? Absolutely the fuck not, because I'm a strong black gay man. And
Lord Jesus, wait, calm down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I've been through a lot in my life, and I'm on this really big spiritual journey where, before I didn't love myself. I allowed men to do whatever they wanted to do, and I still stayed at their beck and call and everything because I didn't know any better. So now, no.
You knew better. You knew better.
I probably didn't know better, but I was just so much in love. But now, no, I don't feel like I won't give someone that much power over me, because I feel like if you could step out on your relationship, then you could do anything else, and I don't put nothing past you. But, friend, would you, Mr. Djibouti, would you stay with the partner who has cheated? Or did you stay with the partner that cheated?
No, actually, no. I've had lots of partners cheat on me. Yeah, there's been lots of people that cheated on me, but I've never stayed with any of them because I feel like if I'm not enough for you, then I don't need to be with you because I'm enough for me. Why do I need to? I can't do it. Like with if we can talk about it and it's just like not an everyday thing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe possibly we could talk about it. But I personally feel like cheating is just non-negotiable with me because I'm enough. I'm always been enough.
You better.
And if you can't see that, then that's on you. I still have me. So I'm gonna just walk the fuck out. Like, deuces, I'm good. I'm Gucci. Because I still got me. You don't got me, but I got me. So I'm winning. And I'm moving the fuck on. That's just my take on it, though.
I like that, friend. I like that. Listen, guys, there is no reason for me to stay on this subject anymore. He not gonna stay. Listen, if you stay with the cheater, by all means, you do you. No one is judging you. I know from experience, sometimes it's just not that easy to give up a relationship just because somebody cheated. Because sometimes the good just outweighs that one momentous moment. But if you can't learn from that one momentous moment and you keep consecutively doing, you keep doing it and embarrassing me and more and more and more and more, baby, you have a problem and you need to go seek help, okay? But
that's the truth, though. Help is needed, and like we talked about with open relationships, it should be open communication with that. If you feel like you want to step out, talk about it. Communication.
About it. Communication is the key. There should be no reason that you should go out and cheat when our communication should be strong. So if you're feeling that urge, or if you're feeling something bubbling inside of you, even if you meet somebody on a street, on a corner or something, you meet somebody and you all of a sudden that first urge that you feel, babe, I need to talk to you. I felt something that was not normal for me with someone else. And I don't know what's going on with us, but I want to see if we can talk about something. Talk about, any issues that you have, any issues that I have, so we can find the root of this problem, find every angle that we possibly can. I've always said that. There's always there's always different sides to a situation. Both of you just have to figure out which side to grab onto that works for both of y'all.
So what he's saying in short term is work together for a solution, because you never know. It might be a threesome situation because, hey, you never know. Your partner may feel the same damn thing as you were. Just never said nothing about it. And you were strong enough to say something. And now all of a sudden, y'all are better than ever.
You better speak on that, Evangelist Andrew.
Don't do that. Okay.
All right, and on that note, guys, we'll be right back with our big discussion of our show. Honestly, the show might run over a little bit, but this topic needs to be talked about. We will be right back with the story about Vanessa Gillian or Jillian. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but I'm pretty sure it's either one of those two ways. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back.
Clap. Yo.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to KJ Confidential. Okay, so now we'll take a moment in the show where, it's fun. We love the show being fun and energetic and everything, but we also take on serious matters too as well, especially serious matters that actually do really truly matter to us, especially both of us being prior military, Army to be exact. I say ho.
I say who.
So this is the story of Vanessa Gillian or Gillian. So I'm just gonna call her Vanessa G because I don't want to keep pronouncing her name wrong. So what is the story? So this is the story. Vanessa G was bludgeoned to death on Fort Hood. I was stationed on Fort Hood. That was my last duty station. The one thing that I can say about Fort Hood, I didn't make great friends at Fort Hood, but I also realized very fast within the first 2 months of being at Fort Hood that I was not re-enlisting in the Army because of a lot of stuff that I had seen, a lot of stuff that I had went through, a lot of stuff that I had experienced. When it comes to this story regarding Vanessa, I feel like the same thing that I experienced, the same thing that I went through, I feel like she did too as well. I feel like she was let down. Vanessa was nowhere, her and her significant other, the guy that she was talking to, which is his name is Aaron David Robinson, specialist type. He
was only specialist.
Right. They wasn't the same unit. They never even crossed paths work-wise related. I'm not entirely sure how she got to the armory or what okay, no, yes I am sure, excuse me. So they said that Aaron was not the one who called her to come to the armory or called her to come in on her off duty because she was off. And nor did she know that Aaron was working because Aaron was working in the armory that day. So from what I take it, there are two different stories that are going around. One story suggests that she found out that he was sleeping with another woman, which is the married female. What is her name?
Oh, no.
On her name. Her name is Celie Annie Agler, excuse me.
Get the hell out of her. Her name is not Celie.
It's Celie, yes, Celie. Celie.
Like the color purple? Celie?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So they said that
you must never part.
Exactly. They said that he was sleeping with her and she found out about it. When she arrived to the armory, she questioned him about it and everything. And it was said that she was going to, say something to someone. And he said that she was not going to ruin his military career. So he handled her the best way that he could. So he took a sledgehammer and bludgeoned her to death. Then stuffed her in a what do you call it? A box, like a what do you call those things? It's a box. He stuffed her in a box and transported her to the river, which was, I think, the Leon. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't.
What's it called?
I don't know the name. They're not saying the name of the river on CNN. Shout out to CNN for the story. But they said that her body was transferred to the river. He could not handle her himself, so he called the home girl, the girl that he was sleeping with. Mind you, this girl is married, has a husband and everything. Now, everybody knows.
That's just crazy.
Exactly.
That's just crazy.
Exactly. Now, everybody knows how the army works. Infidelity is a no-go in the army. Like, nah, it don't fly.
You getting kicked out the minute they hear about it. No questions asked. They don't want to know.
Exactly. And so she came and they chopped her body up with a machete.
Chopped her
body up with the machete, and put her in cement to create like cement blocks or whatever have you. The investigator said it was so bad they couldn't even judge her DNA from her teeth. They actually had to go by strands of her hair because she had been bludgeoned so bad that her teeth was taken out, like her teeth were gone. And so he was just approached, I think like last week, like Wednesday or something like that. And the sister approached him. And she approached him basically just asking about, Vanessa. And she said that he seemed kind of weird, like very on edge. So he knew something. Now, did she know if he was the one who killed her or not? No. And that is even still up in the air. We don't know if he killed her or not. But she knew that he had some involvement in it. And so she basically
because we can't ask him no questions.
No, yeah. They because they knew that the last time they saw her, she was with him. They didn't know that. And so when CID questioned him about it and everything, that same day he fled Fort Hood and ended up killing himself.
That don't scream guilty.
Exactly. That doesn't scream guilty at all. But the problem is, they said that the blood was everywhere, all over the armory.
Of course it would be if you hacking a body apart.
He was there from like 10:13 until 11. So you had time to do all of that.
Wait. 10:13 in the morning, right?
No, I don't know if it was morning or PM. But you had that little bit of time to clean up all that blood. Now, this happened months ago. He was the only one on duty. He was never arrested.
Wow.
He was never arrested or anything. He was never questioned, nothing. But the problem that I'm having is how this story has so many potholes in it. It doesn't make any sense to me. One, why is this story coming out months later? Why does this story take so long? And this is not the first time that Fort Hood has been in the news over stories this big.
No, it's not the first time.
Exactly. Where is their chain of command? Like, I'm confused. Somebody knew that this soldier did this.
There was another soldier who got killed from Fort Hood during deployment, and she just so happened to be a female. And she was raped and what was it? Stabbed to death or something, right?
They said that they ruled it as suicide. Then the active shooter on Fort Hood, when he couldn't go on leave or whatever have you, and so then he started. But the problem that I have with the Army in general, you guys will shut down the whole entire base over a missing weapon.
Over what?
A missing weapon, material things. But when one of your personnel is missing, that you don't want to work.
Find nothing.
Exactly, and even with the chain of command coming out with interviews and stuff, even their stories, it's a bunch of fucking potholes. It's like, yo, you don't make sense. First of all, there's cameras everywhere. How do you not know who was in the area with this guy around that time? How do you not know that? That doesn't make any sense. He didn't clean up the blood. Somebody else cleaned up the blood. If he cleaned up that blood, that boy, he knows how to move with a fucking purpose. I bet you that.
I know that's right.
He know how to move with a purpose.
I know that's right.
And everybody knows. Right. In the Army, they love when you know how to move with a purpose. Because if you move with a purpose, then you're moving with a sense of urgency.
I know that's right. And you better not say nothing about it. You better not complain. You better not complain.
How would he know what to do? Exactly. How would he know what to do with her body? How would he know that?
We ain't trained to do that. I was deployed and we still ain't learned how to do that one. We don't. Wow. But the thing that gets to me is, why did you have to chop up her body? First of all, why did you have to kill her in the first place?
Right.
You could have talked to her like we just were talking about. You could have talked to her and just put her on the spot and let her know straight up, listen, this is not going to work for me. So I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying, just dip and roll. We're good.
I can't fathom the fact that it's so weird to me that, okay, that's why I tell people it's so easy to get into the Army. It's really honestly, it's easy to get into the military, period. It's so easy. There's not really any type of psychological, any type of background check, like a real thorough background check on these people, especially psychologically, because ain't no way in hell. This guy was a specialist.
Mm-hmm.
If he's
same rank as I was.
Right. If he's never had thoughts like this before, or even if he did have thoughts like this before, and that's the thing that's making me so mad, because they said that he was sexually harassing her. That was the other story, and she came to the armory to confront him about it.
By herself?
Yes, by herself, to confront him about it, and that's why he killed her, because he knew that his Army career, she would hinder his Army career. So she didn't know anything about the other girl and the married girl. I'm like, that is a lie. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would she go there by herself to meet this guy? That doesn't make sense. He didn't call her there. That's a fact. Somebody else called her there.
And not just that, she talked to her mom about some of it, right?
No, I'm not entirely. I
read an article saying that she talked to her mom a little bit about it, and her mom was trying to dig into it and figure out what exactly was what was going on, and she wouldn't talk about it. She said, "I'll take care of it. I'll handle it."
I'm not sure if it was her mom or her sister, though, because I know her mom is on bed rest and she's taking medication, because her mom doesn't know that
her daughter is dead.
Yes. Her mom.
She doesn't even know that her daughter is found.
Right.
She doesn't know anything because she doesn't do social media because she's on bed rest.
And she's not watching TV or anything like that. So she doesn't know.
And it's just, that's just wow. You know what I'm saying? Because like the extremity with it, like what drives people to want to kill somebody else, especially over the truth.
And your army career is really that important, that important that you're willing to kill someone, an American soldier, another American soldier, your battle buddy, someone who got your left, your right, your front, your back, your 6, your 12. Are you serious?
I mean, like, it's just flabbergasting how, first of all this, as you stated earlier, all this can happen and nobody got no camera on any of this. Because I didn't have the pleasure of going to Fort Hood. I was at Fort Campbell. But as I know with Fort Campbell, there ain't no square inch, not even a section, a small section that is not on video camera.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, Fort Hood has video cameras. You mean to tell me you can't find nobody? You mean to tell me that they that smart that you didn't see nothing? Somebody is lying.
And see, I know, like the code of conduct and all of that other stuff. Somebody had to know, like, where was the chapel? Where was the chapel? Now, not to mention the fact that I'm hoping, okay, and I didn't really want to bring this up, but I'm hoping that they don't try to flip this over and be like, oh, look, it's a black person. Now it's just blown out of proportion to the point where they're killing more black people now and using that as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are crazy. Some people look for those little small innings to start something big. Yeah. And now all of a sudden it's crazy. It's already crazy, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to get like huge if they just start doing too much.
I definitely agree. I really hope that they don't channel this as a race issue, because that's not what it is. This is an issue with the Army statewide. There's too many cover-ups, too many investigations that's lasting years, months, that doesn't even make sense to be lasting that long. Like, it makes perfect sense. There's too many cameras and stuff around, like, for it not to make perfect sense. Like, he shouldn't have been out this long. He shouldn't have been able to wander around. He shouldn't have been able to been confronted by her sister. None of that. And I'm not saying, I'm not feeling that, because people be like, because, Black Lives Matter and stuff right now, and he's a black man, he could be going through.
That's what I'm saying.
No. There are certain, just because I get Black Lives Matter, I get that. But sometimes in certain situations, not all black people are right in certain situations. And that's what I have a problem with. A lot of people are trying to be like Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter in all situations. When sometimes I'm not condoning any killings or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But when you look at the hardcore evidence, if you're a lawyer, if you're a detective, if you're anybody in that nature, you're going to look at all of the evidence, all of the facts. You're going to watch the whole entire video. There are some videos out there where cops are antagonizing black people and killing them and doing some fucked up shit to them. And that is definitely true. But then there are some videos out there where there are black people, white people, Hispanics, Asians, anybody out there who are provoking that. They're doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. You think that it's okay to go out there and kill people and then we're going to be on a Black Lives Matter train because you killed somebody? Absolutely not.
I'm not down for it. And I love being black. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all seen my video before, Aubrey was my cousin. Okay? If you gonna kill somebody, I don't give a damn what color you are. You not in the right, ever, in any situation. It doesn't matter. Because who gives you the right to take somebody else's life? That's not your decision to make. You couldn't even provide that life.
Exactly. I honestly, I'm praying for justice for Vanessa. They had petitions going around to shut down Fort Hood. And I honestly, wholeheartedly agree with it because there's just been too many incidents on Fort Hood where NCOs and the commanders and the chiefs and the higher ups and everybody, they're not being held accountable. The stories are not adding up. None of the stories are adding up. And especially this story in particular has too many holes in it. And
not just that, it's also the fact that you got a responsibility to these people that sign up on a waiver. It's a waiver to say, my life is completely in your hands. So if you're not going to live up to that contract or that expectation, then what are you doing exactly?
Exactly. You shouldn't be fighting for this country. And I'm not saying that, yes, we get it. We get the military targets low-income communities. We get that the military targets Black communities or whatever have you. We get that. We're not denouncing that. But in this instance, that's not the fight here. That's not the fight here. The fight here is justice. The fight here is equality. The fight here is accountability. So, besides these three, Vanessa, Sealy, Pastapedic, whatever her name is, and Aaron, somebody else knew about the encounter. Because there's no way in hell that you're saying that he bludgeoned this female to death. That blood is splattering everywhere. Everywhere in that armory. There's no way in hell you're going to tell me that he cleaned that all up by himself. He had to leave to go get supplies. He left and went to get supplies. So he didn't clean that up by himself.
And that's the thing that's getting to me. You got all this evidence to add up to the story, but yet you have an alternate story.
All this evidence
to try to put the blame on her.
It's so crazy. All this evidence adding up, and still months later, he wasn't even arrested. Months later, you decided to question him and confront him. And then at that point in time, he still wasn't arrested. He had time to go home and kill himself.
Not just that, how it works on base is when you're having a situation or a problem, you're supposed to go to the chapel or at least report it to your chain of command. So the problem is, if your chain of command is not dependable enough to protect you, not even the chapel, which the chapel is the church, just in case you don't know what that is. If all of that can't protect you, then what are you doing? What's the purpose of all of this? What's the purpose of this chain of command? What's the purpose of all of this? This is your job, to protect soldiers, period. And if you can't do that, then you can't do your job.
Exactly. Guys, we can go on all day and talk about this story and other stories too as well regarding Fort Hood soldiers, disappearances, deaths, nobody being accountable. But unfortunately...
Sex ring circle.
Exactly.
Ugh.
But unfortunately, our time has run out. If you want justice for Vanessa, there are petitions going around to shut down Fort Hood. I urge you wholeheartedly to sign those petitions. I definitely have signed those petitions. Granted, I have had so much fun at Fort Hood. I've met some of the most wonderful people that I could meet in my life at Fort Hood. But I was in Korea when I got my orders to Fort Hood. And I was already in the military at least 4 years before I got my orders to Korea, and I knew about Fort Hood. And I tried everything in my power to divert my orders from Fort Hood. It didn't work out in that way. I'm glad it didn't because, like I said, I met a lot of great people.
Everybody knows about Fort Hood.
Everybody knows about Fort Hood.
Everybody knows.
I urge you guys, civilians, active duty military, whether you're in the Coast Guard,
National Guard,
just all of you guys, Army, Navy, Air Force,
Marines.
yes, sign that petition, because Fort Hood, they don't care on Fort Hood. That petition needs to be signed, and that base needs to be done away with. And there needs to be justice for Vanessa, because she was definitely let down. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed our episode. Peace and blessings to you guys. Again, welcome our wonderful, great new co-host, Mr. Emmanuel Andrew Porter, aka Djibouti. Okay, guys, his nickname is Djibouti. My nickname is
Kwalika.
So if we are saying different names, that's the names that we saying, all right? But peace and blessings to you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Until next time.
Bye.